Let me tell you why you're here. You're here because you know something. What you know you can't explain, but you feel it. You felt it your entire life.
What is it? Is this recording? Brendo?
Hats?
Oh, there you go.
That's,
Is that
what,
what actually going?
that's what I was waiting.
Is that what we're coughing for?
Yeah,
That's real nice. Everybody's going to love the sound of the cough.
Yeah, and then you move the fucking chair.
Oh, the chair. Now I'm touching the
damn.
mic.
Yeah, I know.
Done all the
Ridiculous.
things I'm not allowed to do.
Anyway, how you going?
Good. Thank you.
It actually feels like a while since we've done it, but it's not. It's been a week.
It's been a week, yeah. We've
yeah.
had, that was a week. I don't know what happened to my voice there. It was a week. Yeah, my, why does it feel? It does feel like a while.
Maybe because the last two lots we've done two in a row. So, and we haven't done. We're not doing that tonight. We're just,
Are we not?
We're just here for.
Well, we don't have a guest. We could do two of these. You look tired though.
Oh, thanks.
No,
That's after I said your hair looks amazing.
my hair is. Yeah, I mean it's the
He's
best
just-
part. It's the best part of me.
So, I'm guessing that you've washed your hair because Ma and Pa Hats are visiting from Scotland.
So you genuinely came in and thought your hair. I thought you were just taking a piss.
No.
Well, you genuinely came out and went,
It's got a lovely shine to it.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
It's got a nice shine to it, mate.
Thought, wow, this is getting uncomfortable.
It is now.
I've also started to realize that I have a laugh like Muttley, dastardly Muttley. That's how I laugh. I didn't know that.
I've got the high
The
pitch.
terrible
one.
laugh.
I've got the high pitch one. It's terrible. Anyway.
Yeah.
So anyway, so your mum and dad are here.
Yeah, they are. We might bring them on at some point. I need to have at least a week to try and get them out of shitcoin land.
Oh, they're
But,
not, are they?
No, they're not. No, they're absolutely not shitcoiners, but they certainly do not. I mean,
They don't.
they've been here for a couple of days, and I have been, trying to just drop little bits into conversation.
But are they, is that they're not actually asking you about?
Oh God,
this
no!
and
Nobody
that?
asks me.
Yeah,
Nobody, because they know if they ask me, I'm going to talk to them. Nobody wants to talk to me, mate. That's why we're here, because people are, people can turn us off.
Yeah.
Your friends can't turn you off. Your family can't turn you off. But nobody asks anymore.
All right.
Does anybody ask you?
What about shitcoins?
No, about just Bitcoin in general. Because they're like, well, just shut up already. They know you're going to come with this. They're not going to ask you to talk about it, are they?
Everyone at work is sick of it.
Really? You do
man.
it to feel? Have you got anybody? Nobody.
No, I've got one, but she's also got other stuff. Oh no, sorry, two. So I got one.
She's looking.
And a colleague's son has got some stuff. And I just said, just hold the Bitcoin, do whatever, make your mistakes with whatever else, but never sell the Bitcoin.
Good advice.
Yeah.
Good advice.
Anyway, do we want to start with the beef of the week?
Beef. Oh yeah, beef. Well, beef of the week. 2 beefs a week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, and before we do, let's play a little bit of audio.
Now, before we get into the current episode, have you heard the recent 2-Bit Idiots podcast with Hats and Brendo?
I've downloaded it, but I haven't quite listened to it. It's on my queue for tonight.
No worries. Well, they've cottoned on to the fact that we've launched our own podcast, and they've just covered this exact same topic. So I'm aware that we're at this crossroads where we either decide to collaborate with them or compete. And in the spirit of all things human, I vote that we crush them.
All right, what do you think of that?
I'm not happy. I'm not happy at all.
Yeah, that's a call to arms.
You
perhaps.
just you arrive. You just come out of nowhere. You start throwing your weight around, and you say you're going to crush somebody who's been clearly, helping people for weeks.
Yeah, and they're sponsored.
Oh yeah, I know.
my
I know.
God,
They're
this
just
is
coming in. No, we're crushed.
Oh no, we're in trouble.
But what I said to them was, I hope just as long as Stefan doesn't come back, because if Stefan comes back, we're all crushed.
He won't come back.
No, he's not coming back.
But then if he does, we do the Captain Planet thing with our powers combined.
I don't know what that means.
What?
No.
Captain Planet?
Never heard of him.
You haven't watched Simpsons either, is that right?
Yeah, I like Simpsons.
Oh no, something else you hadn't watched.
I'm not a huge South Park guy.
Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah.
Well, I like it. I just, I just find out the animation makes me uncomfortable.
Does it?
Yeah. I'm not good at stuff like that. I'm not good with scary things. I'm not good with weird looking cartoons. I'm not good. Yeah, any gory stuff. Not good at any of that. I'm just weak.
You're a strange man.
But I'm not weak. I'm a hodler. So I'm not a real
A self-proclaimed alpha.
No, I'm not an alpha. I'm not even a beta, but I don't know. I don't know what I am. But yeah. But also, let's just also go to the guys over at Harblock who have their what's it called again? Australian Bitcoin podcast. Is that just what it's called?
Australian Yeah, I think so.
I think
The
that's what
Australian Bitcoin podcast.
Sorry, guys, I should know. Not trying to be smart. But they have also just created a GitHub page for Australian Bitcoin businesses, places where you can spend your sats. So talked about last week, hodl. So what was it again? Stack, hodl, spend, replace.
Yep.
Anybody who sort of agrees with that, the guys over at Hardblock, or maybe this is a pet project of Justin's, I'm not certain.
Well, I know Hardblock shared it, so
Okay, true. So
Yeah, yeah.
either way.
it's a great idea.
Yeah, so I think he has. Well, let me just read this. He's called over 80 businesses in the past 24 hours to find out who accepts Bitcoin. 30 said yes, that's pretty incredible. And still waiting to hear from 15. So that's good.
That is good.
So he has got the business list, some tax resources, and wallet suggestions over his GitHub. But what I just recommend, rather than me sharing all this because I can't see it all, is just head over to Mission Bitcoin's Twitter page, mission_Bitcoin, and have a look at that if you are interested in supporting people who are setting up or already have a business but are accepting Bitcoin. Or if you are a Bitcoin, if you are a Bitcoin, hi. If you are a business that accepts Bitcoin, get yourself on the list. So hopefully somebody will start supporting you.
Yes.
Hmm?
And it's only going to grow from here. I'm actually quite surprised that a list like that doesn't actually already exist.
Yeah. I mean,
It's overdue.
maybe we could use one of the domains. We should use one of the domains.
What have
We
got?
should have, I don't know. What do we have? So what do we have?
Sexy
Sat spend?
Sat spend. Yeah, that's not bad.
No, that's not theirs. Have we got that?
I don't know.
Spend, save, sats. We've got that.
Do we?
Yeah, we have that.
Oh,
We have sats.com,
Did I?
sats101.com.
What spend, save, sats? That's not very good.
It's not catchy.
No. Sats is good.
Sats is good. You're not having that, boys.
No.
And if anybody wants Hodl Waddle, if anybody wants Hodl Waddle,
That's my
HODLWADL,
fault. I think that's great.
I liked it, but
waddle.
if anybody wants it, we're going to let that slide on the 18th, I think it is, of March. Just because we have got so many and we can't just afford to keep paying for them all. We need to stack sats as well. So
Exactly.
if anybody wants it, hit us up and we'll make sure that you get it before anybody else.
Hodl waddle.
Hodl Waddle. I do like it.
I
Like,
like
I reckon if somebody wants that, they could hold on to it for a little bit and actually...
Well, and it's also, hodl is in HODL, obviously, and waddle is WADL.
Yes.
So that's
HODLwaddle.com.
kind of the cute thing as well.
I like it, and if
Hodl
you're
waddle.
a duck, you need it.
Hodl waddle. All right. Fountain.
Oh, hang on, we're back in.
Oh, sorry.
Brendo's bringing stuff again.
Well, yeah. Is that okay?
No, I was impressed last week. I was like, oh,
All right.
This is good.
So Fountain. So we're still receiving some tips, which is fantastic. And I've got to give a shout out. I don't want to, but I'm going to.
do they hang on first? Do they? So when somebody does this, do they have their name attached to it? So you see that? Do you?
Yes. There's some things that are like user blah blah blah, like a long number string. But then you've got other ones. So we got Bodog and Daz, all that kind of stuff.
All those boring guys.
All the boring guys, and I have to shout out Bodog. I don't want to, but he did give us a good tip, and this refers to. I don't know if I told you this actually. You know when you were talking about our last Hats and Brendo, you were talking about having good ideas in the bath.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is what Bodog said when he gave us a tip. If you have better ideas and thoughts near water, then Brendo must live in Alice Springs. You prick. But thank you.
The cheers, Bulldog. Mate, you're listening. You're the mug.
Yeah, that's true. What a loser.
Thank you, mate. Appreciate it. So we spoke about this before, and we're not specifically plugging this, but I'm pretty certain Fountain didn't hear me with the idea and went and implemented it within a week and a half. It probably existed, and I just didn't know about it. There is a thing called splitting. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, I think so.
God, we'd have to look.
It doesn't
We're
matter.
not prepared,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
We never are. But so what you can do is, if you have a podcast and there's two of us, two of you like we are, we can you can split it. Obviously, 60 to me and 40 to Brendo, because just no. But you can split it so it actually goes to two different wallets. But if you have a guest, you can do it with that too. So what I'm going to do is anybody who's come on as a guest already, I'm going to drop him a DM. And just say, not that people are going to go back necessarily and listen to our episode number 2 or whatever, but I'm going to drop in a message to every guest that we've had to say, listen, we're going to do this now, and then we're going to split each episode, so that what you can't do is the user can't specifically give to the guest. because they probably want to do that rather than us. But what we'll do is we will split it
Into three.
into three. I think we can do that.
I guess so.
And then so if somebody sends us 3 sats, we'll get one each.
You know what's gonna suck?
If somebody sends us 2.
No, we we do three, split it 3 ways, right? And we say, rightio, there's a. Although, does it all? I don't even know if people can choose.
No, that's what I'm just saying. You don't listen to me either. So I don't listen to you. You don't listen to me. This is a fabulous show. Bye bye. That's exactly what I just said.
What?
You can't decide who you're giving it to. You just give an amount, and that gets split to the.
Okay.
What you could do is say 90% to you and 5% to me and the guest. We could do that, but the listener can't do that.
Can't do that.
No, I don't think so. So if the Fountain guys potentially were listening, that would be awesome. I'd like to have the guys from Fountain on, or somebody from.
That would be good, actually.
And yeah, because that would be a cool thing if you could actually, if the listener could do it, because it's not up to us. It should be up to the listener. The listener is the person who's.
Yeah, but I won't get anything. The only thing
I'll
get sympathy sats.
Yeah, and there'll be loads. I've got a feeling. I've got one. Yeah,
like Paul Brendo getting picked on.
Yeah,
throw him some sats.
Yeah, and that'll infuriate me because you'll get more than me, and I'll think it's unfair.
Yeah, you will actually there.
So you'll love it. You're gonna love it. I've got a feeling it's gonna be good for you. Stop touching the mic.
I know, I just did. I'm allowed to.
Yeah. So that's cool, Fountain. I didn't know that existed, and we're gonna have to pay more attention to that.
Oh well, let's shout out Fountain again. If anyone from Fountain would like to come and chat to us, we'd love to.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good one because there'll be other people out there. I mean, obviously the guys over at Hardblock. I mean, they're really struggling with their pod, so they need help.
Yes.
There's a beef.
Yes.
There's a beef.
Take that.
So, yeah, I just gonna do a little funny.
Yeah.
I love this. I think I shared it before, but I'm gonna read this. This is the date was 20. What does that say? Well, it doesn't really matter. 28th of March 2011. James, we need to break up. Every one of your it's good, isn't it?
That's all this, yeah.
I'm sorry again. James, we need to break up. Every one of your friends is doing something with their lives, investing in real estate, and you just keep reading your stupid books about Bitcoin. And then on the 25th of November 2017, hey James, how have you been? That's the person who rocks up at 2 a.m. They've been out and they go, I'm going to text.
Yeah.
I'm going to text somebody. I text an ex-girlfriend, an ex-boyfriend, and but that one's clearly because of the cash.
Yeah, exactly.
Or I shouldn't say cash. Well, yeah, cash, money. Yeah, you're so predictable. That's a very funny tweet.
That is good.
All
right, I'm actually out of stuff.
That's it. Well, I've got loads. So
okay, good. Let's do it.
Did you see the Brian Armstrong thing?
Oh, that he has .eth or whatever.
Oh, but that too. But
oh no, I think you shared it, but I don't know.
It's so funny. So.
Oh, him saying about the advertising.
Oh, it's so funny. It's so I actually watched Superbowl. Did you watch Superbowl?
No.
You don't care?
No, I don't care.
No, I knew you didn't care. See, I know about these things. You just don't know anything. I just don't know anything about Superman or what we were talking about before. What was his name?
Superman? When? Tonight?
The thing you were talking about before.
Tonight?
Yeah.
Fucking Superman.
I don't know, some comic movie. Doesn't matter. Think about it. So Brian Armstrong. So during the Super Bowl commercial. So obviously the Super Bowl commercials are like 5, 6, 7 million a commercial, 30-second commercial.
Yeah.
And obviously Coinbase has a lot of shitcoiners' money to throw around.
Yeah.
Because they've taken it off you for nothing. So what the Coinbase, don't use Coinbase. The Coinbase advert was just a QR code that just bounced around the screen.
It's brilliant. Like, you have to give them credit, or whoever came up with it.
Absolutely, that's the
Credit
point, right?
for that.
So it just
Yeah,
bounced
yeah.
around the screen for 30 seconds, and you just had to scan it with your phone, and it took you through to Coinbase, which is clever, but Brian Armstrong was full of I didn't believe.
Do you want to read it? Have you got it?
There's so
it's
much,
too
but
much. Okay. Or paraphrase.
yeah, so it's basically he wrote a big long thread about how he didn't believe in advertising agencies and how we needed to get back to what people really cared about, and we've got such a creative team, and I put loads of input into this, and we just came up with something we just thought was a bit different. Anyway, went on for it. It was puke, right? And then some woman called Kristen Cavallo replied after it. It was actually inspired by presentations our agency showed your team on the 18th of August, pages 19 to 24,
Yes.
and the 7th of October, pages 11 to 18, with ad concepts for the Superbowl with floating QR codes in the back. Brilliant. Like, she just, which is the best. So they've obviously been paid, because it's obviously they've been, well, I hope they've been paid.
Well, yeah.
Their idea.
Yeah.
And well, yeah, maybe they didn't get paid,
Yeah.
but I like it more if they were paid, and then she's still come out with that, because fair play to her. What a twat. Brian Armstrong I'm a twat, shocker.
Yeah,
Dick of the week, Brian Armstrong, every week, forever.
He obviously got called out on it. Did he actually respond to that, his original tweet?
He apparently did a sort of
Backtrack?
what do you call it? Backtrack. That's what I was trying to say. But it was, I don't care. But yeah, he was found out. Somebody called him out.
That's
Great.
always enjoyable when that happens.
Oh
to
yeah,
someone like him.
if you make a I mean, I'm sure I'll do it myself. I'm sure somebody will call me out for doing something at some
I
point.
can't wait.
Yeah. But when they do, I hope I take it and go, right, yeah, you're totally right. That's what that being called out is okay, but because we all make mistakes, but it's how you then respond to being called out, right? So anyway, that was funny. I want to shout out CoinKite.
Yep.
Novak, because
I started listening to. He's on Preston. He's on Preston.
you're a big Preston. You're
I
Preston.
love my Preston.
Yeah,
I love the dulcet tones of Preston.
Yeah, but it really should have been called Talkin' Pish.
Talking pish.
That would have been a great name for a podcast. Talkin' Pish.
Yeah, that is good.
Yeah, well, there you go. I'll charge you for that one. I'm the advertising agency. So anyway, docs. I just docs me.
Yes, that's the first. Is that the first one that we've had since we
Docs
started talking about the docs jar?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, write
Damn
that
it.
down.
Damn
So what's
it,
that?
all right.
100 sats?
100 sats. Bye bye.
Actually, hang on. Here we go. You dox yourself. That's 200.
Oh, just you bring in the new rule just straight
No,
after I say it.
well, we can do it from now, but that
I'll
makes
pay
more
200.
sense.
I'll pay 200.
That makes more sense, I think, because you're less likely to dox yourself.
I'm
than
losing
someone
if I'm now losing if it's 200.
That's
That's so annoying.
Yes.
Well, but what I'd like is some. Well, maybe not yet, because we'll maybe do it at the end of the year, because like 200 sats is not much.
Yeah.
So, but once we build up to whatever it gets to, we'll probably get people to suggest where it might go,
Yes. Oh, definitely.
rather than us just coming up with some good cause.
Definitely.
Daz might need a hoodie.
An
Oodie.
Oodie.
Sorry, an hoodie.
Say that again.
What did I say?
You said hoodie, and then you went an oodie.
Did I?
If I could actually describe the way your eyes kind
Hoodie.
of bulge out when you say it.
Yeah. There you go. All these things you weren't aware of.
Anyway, CoinKite.
CoinKite. So Novak came out with do you work in a Canadian independent? Do you work in Canadian independent media? If you need a hardware wallet, we are setting some cold car aside for free. We can't guarantee that we'll have enough, but we'll try. Email support@coinkite.com.
Mm-hmm.
Legend.
That's awesome.
Just one to people who are.
Well, you know what? McCormick did that too. With
What did he do?
with ledgers, he gave away 500 ledgers.
Did he? Sponsored by
Yeah.
Gemini.com.
Didn't he have Ledger?
Blogfy.com.
Didn't he have Ledger? Wasn't he sponsored
yeah,
by
no.
Ledger for a while?
Yeah, no, I think he probably still is.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were just talking about this before we came on.
Well, let's
talk
talk
about
about it. Yeah. All right. So, we'll go through it. So I started by saying, I know some people like and don't like McCormick. I like listening to McCormick because for an idiot like me, he speaks plainly. I think he's a good interviewer, and I enjoy his style, I suppose. And then you said
The truth. No, I said. So here's what. He gets good guests, no doubt. He has the biggest.
He's got the reach.
He's the biggest. He's the big because the guests want to go on because he's got the reach, right? I understand that.
Yeah.
Maybe we should be calling out the guests because I don't know, but I agree. I think he is not afraid to look like an idiot, and he asks some questions that maybe he understands might make him look like an idiot. So I like that.
Maybe that's why I like him because there's something
it's just like
resonates.
You're like
with me.
a wannabe Pete. That's what I'm gonna call you. Why are you wannabe Pete?
Wannabe Pete.
Wannabe Pete.
Yeah. All right. I'll do that.
But and in the beginning, he was a shitcoiner, but he's a reformed shitcoiner. It's like he doesn't. Well,
He says that he doesn't.
yeah. But I think
I believe that.
I do too. He pretty much, I think he mostly understands what's happening here and what's going on. But yet he still chooses to be sponsored by, BlockFi, Gemini, God knows who else, Sportsbet, whatever.
Compass Mining, I think.
Compass, all this. It's like a who's who of shit on Bitcoiners, right? What is he doing? Just get rid of it. You don't need it. Anyway, but I mean, maybe he does. I don't know. It just bothers me because I think he could be better. So maybe like, what is it they say that you shouldn't let perfect be the what is that saying?
I don't know. It's your story.
Perfect's not the enemy of good, or something like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I look like a moron. What I can't think of what the saying is.
Good. What about what about the guests that do come on, right? So the guests that you like and respect.
Like
Odell,
Parker
Mallers.
Lewis,
Mallers been on heaps.
Absolutely.
Nick Carter.
He's who's who, and I listen to it. Mark Moss.
But you're not judging them for going on.
Well, maybe I should be. That's what I'm saying.
Oh. You judgy fuck.
Yeah, absolutely. But am I wrong? Yeah, exactly. You think I'm wrong?
Well, I don't know. I can sleep at night. Can you?
What do you mean? What are you doing that's wrong?
Well, no. I'm just saying. Like, I don't know. Maybe you're hung up on more than you need to be. Oh, we're getting deep. You know what I mean? Like, do you not find sometimes you go, fuck? Am I overanalyzing or overly not critical? But you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. So, I think we touched this before. Is there any room for pragmatism?
Yeah, we have. Yeah.
Right? And that's the question, really, isn't it? Like, so what he is doing is going to bring more people to Bitcoin. No doubt about it. Right? So should people like me just shut their mouth? Or should there be people and there's people way further maxi than me, that would really go for his neck. And so I think maybe there's just room for all of us. Maybe there is.
Yeah.
And we need the people who are way.
So you're more like a maxi that's more of a checks and balances kind of a thing for.
I hate hypocrisy. Right?
Yeah,
I hate it, and at the most I hate it is when it's me.
Yeah.
Right? If I what hypocrisy means, I'm not going to explain that to you. But so the worst would be if I was being hypocritical myself.
Yeah.
But when I then see it in other people, I'm like, you absolute bullshitter. Like, you don't need,
Yeah.
Like, you could list them.
Yeah.
But maybe I'm unfair. I don't know.
All right. Shout out to Pete.
Hi, Pete.
I love you. Hats doesn't.
Oh, he did a really good interview with Mark Moss. He was recently, and I listened to it, and he challenged him on a few things, and it was good. Credit. That's the other thing. Credit where it's due, right? So, yeah, it's back to we live in this society that you can only love something or hate it. There's no there's no nuance, there's no grey in between.
Yeah.
It's like my Michael Jackson thing.
Yeah.
Like, you can like Michael Jackson's music without sending your kids round for a sleepover, right? So maybe I'm just being wrong. I don't know.
That's good. I like it. I like talking about that. How else can I question your authenticity?
There's probably hundreds of ways.
Yeah. All right.
So I like that one as well. Everything that's happening. That's maybe a tweet of the week. Yeah, leave that to tweet of the week. The
teaser.
It was always going to be the marginalised that understood the need for Bitcoin first. What a wonderful bunch of misfits we are. That's a great tweet by Stacking Hats.
Is that you?
That was my tweet.
That's good. That's actually
but
good.
It's true though. Like, it's people are going, oh my God, Russia might buy some Bitcoin, or oh my God, whatever. But that's the point. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
Like, you can't stop it. So it's, yes, you may disagree with somebody who gets into Bitcoin.
Yeah.
That's that. If it wasn't that, there would be no value here at all.
Yeah.
You may not like Bukele in El Salvador. You may not like, Michael Saylor at MicroStrategy. You may not like, us, but you can't do anything about it.
Yeah. That's the beauty of it.
It is. It is. Where are we going next?
So I'm getting a sense that every week you're shouting out your own tweets.
I'm not. What I'm doing.
You did it last week.
Did I?
Yeah.
No, apologies. What I do.
No,
is
do it. It's good.
I go through. Generally what I do is go through my tweet feed.
Yep.
And shout out the ones that I retweeted, because obviously they're the ones that sort of resonated with me the most.
Yep.
But then if I have something, I'm just like, yeah, I probably need to.
I'm just taking the piss. That's
I know,
cool.
but yeah. Okay, no, go for it. I can take it.
Okay, well, you find something, and what I'm going to do is find my last actual tweet, which is going to be rubbish. Talk while I find.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
We had some really good answers to what is a collective noun for people that see things before everyone else.
Yeah, that was good.
There's some nice answers in there. Some I had to look up lots. Mums, that was a good one. A coven, that came from Macaulay Culkin. I had to look that one up. But the answer I was looking for was Bitcoiners. But mysticism, shaggers from Haggis, visionaries, few, good answer. Remnant, smart, visionary, truth maxis, Nostradamus, precogs. Precogs, is that relate to Minority Report? Is that what that's from?
Oh, maybe.
I think so. I think so. Alex Jones. There's some Satoshi. Nostradamus, prescient.
Some good replies.
That was cool. Like it was. There's the thing, right? And I don't mean go out an engagement farm. Well, if you're trying to build a profile, maybe you go out an engagement farm. But like, if you genuinely ask a question, the engagement you get is incredible, right? If you just coming on, here's my great opinion. Like, nobody gives a shit, right?
Yeah.
Not really. But if you go in and ask a question, lots of people want to answer because they are giving their opinion.
Yeah. Well, and the other surprising thing for me too is that the Bitcoin community, as toxic as they can be, and I think we have talked about this as well, but they're the first to turn around and just offer help.
Desperate to provide help.
Oh my God. Or support when someone becomes who's the guy recently? Sven somebody?
Oh, Northman Trader. Henry. Yeah. So he is.
He has been slagging off Bitcoin for ages, and then he's no. So
he was. I've got a feeling like about a year ago he was like sort of in with the sort of Preston but not as a Bitcoin like as a Lynn Alden and a Preston and a whoever else.
I've seen some tweets from.
Recently, he's hugely pro Bitcoin.
No, but
before
that long ago, I feel maybe it was a while.
No. It's like he's stepped off a ledge or something. He's just found the edge of the hole and he's fallen in quickly because he's smart, right?
Yeah.
And he's just sort of opened his mind to it, and he's like, oh yes.
Yeah.
It's Peterson as well. That's what's happening to him. God, his tweets are. There's hundreds of tweets about Bitcoin now from Peterson.
Fixes everything.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
But smart people, but. It's like, what is that? This thing, there's a wall in your way. You can't accept that it might be, and then finally you do, and you're like, oh yes,
yeah.
There's such a change, isn't there? Such a change.
Okay, here you go. So this wasn't my latest tweet, but I want to talk about it. So,
imagine talking about your own tweet.
Yeah, I tweeted a picture of the Bitcoin standard coming through.
Doxy.
Well, you've already done it. I'm doxed, man.
Yeah,
I'm totally doxed. Coming through the library chute, so a library returns chute, and I saw it, and I'm like, yes, that's awesome. And you know what I do when these happen? I look up
who the person is.
Oh,
that's. And can you say that? Are you allowed to do that?
Oh, of course.
Is that a breach of somebody's privacy?
Well, I haven't told anybody, but.
Oh well, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Not
So each item, each book has a loan history. So I can see the last 10 borrowers of that book, and you know what I've done? I've actually looked.
One of them was me.
Yeah, and me.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I went past through the last few, and they were all like in their 70s. How about that? I was just like,
that's really interesting.
Yeah.
So hang on. So you. If somebody knows a book they want to read, you can go into their local library, and request it. Is that?
That is entirely correct, and I tweeted about that.
Yeah.
So if you go into your local public library and say, I would like you to purchase this, then they won't necessarily do it, but most of the time they will, because what you are is you're their community, and
you're the customer,
and you are reflecting what the community needs. So
hang on. Are you sometimes the person who decides that yes or no?
Yes.
That's your job sometimes?
Yep.
So How many can literally there be one request for a book and you'll sometimes say yes?
Most of the time, it's
just
one
one
request for a
person.
book. Yeah, I mean the big thing is cost. So if it's too cost prohibitive for a public library, then we're not going to get it.
What does that mean? Like like some book that's like $150 bucks.
Like we get people wanting $200 textbooks. We're not going to get that because
Gotcha.
A, it's too expensive. B, it's
Like
got a
students
very
maybe, or that are
small
wanting-
use case,
Yeah.
or something too esoteric or whatever. But generally, a public library wants to have a range of material. Yeah, so. If you go into your public library and say, can you please buy me the Bitcoin Standard or whatever, so many GGs, you know.
21 lessons.
Yeah, they will, and we have that as well.
Do you have 21 lessons, do you?
We do. We're still waiting on Ed.
Your price of tomorrow by Jeff Booth.
We've got Price of Tomorrow.
Love you, Jeff.
We're still
Hey,
waiting
Jeff.
on blushing
Call
again.
me Jeff.
We're still waiting on Ed what's his name?
Andy Edstrom.
Andy Edstrom.
What is Bitcoin? Is that his?
Yeah,
that what it's
that's
called?
on order. We're still waiting for that. But anyway,
So who are the people that are requesting? You're the guy who's requesting
well,
these.
I'm the one
And
that's
you're
saying,
just building a whole Bitcoin section up the back.
well, yes.
Is that what's happening?
Yeah.
That's really cool.
But I'm in a position where I can say we should get these materials, and it's not just me because I'm just interested in it. I mean, yes, largely it is, but it's also reflecting a changing financial kind of market or whatever. You know, it's like some new religion that comes in, and then someone wants a book on it, or some new.
So let's say if all of a sudden there's a shift in society towards like people like small space home, like mini homes or whatever. Or whatever, that kind of thing, like
they're tiny
kind
homes,
of, or
they're
like
massive,
wellness or something, like something, some sort of societal
mindfulness.
shift.
Yeah.
Oh, don't we really?
No, I'm not into mindfulness.
Oh, mate, you should.
Or self-help. I'm not into self-help books.
Yeah, no, I'm not really into self-help, but like meditation and mindfulness.
Oh, no, meditation, sure, but just mindfulness is just
you can go
bandied
different ways.
about everywhere.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So if there's sort of shifts in like interest in society, the library has to reflect that and have some materials for it. That's basically what you're saying.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, do you have shitcoin books in the library?
Unfortunately, yes.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Like
and
what?
you know what? As a librarian,
Well, you have to.
I
democratic in the way that you have to be
entirely like we should be bipartisan and like totally kind of on the fence and just get everything that
and let people make their own minds up.
Exactly. That's the point. Like librarians and libraries and should not and don't censor, or shouldn't censor.
Oh yeah, that's absolutely right. Because
I mean, we've got like sort of transgender books in the library, and we've had people up in arms about it, and it's just like that's not our role. We're just providing material. It's up to the user to.
So take that across to Spotify, right?
Yeah,
Spotify. They're just the platform.
Yeah,
right. They are not saying it's right or wrong. Right? Clearly, there's a lot of money in it for them, but there's some money in it for a library. Like it's not. But they are the platform, and people should go and watch things and listen to things and read things and come to their own conclusions.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the angle's different.
Freedom of speech.
Yeah, the angle's different because obviously there's a dollar value for Spotify, whereas for a library they're not.
You mean the customer's paying?
Money. Yeah.
Right, but the customer can still turn it off. Like,
you
don't have to listen to Rogan. Like, you don't have to. You can go listen to, I don't know, Neil Young.
No. I'm
you
not
can
saying
on Spotify.
No, but what I'm saying is people that are up in arms. I think that is part of their anger towards it is that.
So would that be
Spotify's
like
making money out of this guy spouting whatever? You know what I mean?
Yeah, true. But so would it be somebody? That's probably an angle you don't necessarily want to go down. But would it be like a religious person that would come in and say, like a transgender book is, we don't want that in our local library type
we've
literally
had that. So we had a particular woman go on who has political affiliations, and she's, I don't know what, she might be in some party or something. She's got
okay.
Yeah, she's got a decent profile. She's very Christian, traditional values, all that kind of stuff. And
be careful.
Oh,
okay, but okay.
Yeah, I know, but I don't care. Like,
no, but sure. Yeah, okay.
Totally. Oh, sorry, I see.
Just something you're working. Like,
no. So anyway, she came out and had this thing about a particular book that we had in the collection, and not just us. Libraries around the country had it, and she was up in arms saying this shouldn't be in the collection because of this, that, blah, blah, blah.
So how would somebody like that get to know that it's there? Because they're clearly not going looking for it themselves.
But they probably are. Or,
Well,
or somebody
said, and
somebody saw it and went, "Oh my god, I'm going to tell you know what's her name,
leader of the whatever."
Who has a Facebook profile and a blah blah because she's got some clout. Anyway, so that went to our local member and it went to the mayor and all that kind of stuff and filtered down to us. And
but somebody had the balls to stand up and say, "No, we are just providing the information people can do."
Well, yeah. Well, the unfortunate thing, it was me because my boss was away.
Well done.
But when I had that come through, all I was gonna say, when I had that come through, all I thought was like, well, fuck it, I want to have 3 copies. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, good for you. But is there any? Do you get any flack from that? Like, what's the repercussions on you personally?
Not from. No, so the council was supportive of our.
But
view.
your boss a good guy, and he'd be very supportive.
Totally.
There's no.
No, it's totally like
that was good. It's good that there's just somebody with a bit of backbone that can say no. It's freedom of information, freedom of speech.
Exactly. Public libraries should not have an opinion. They just provide access.
It's a service.
It's access to information, and that's it.
The internet, podcasts.
Well, the second we ban J.K. Rowling, because everyone's up in arms about her, she's got a transgender thing, So the second we do that, all that kind of stuff, then we're curating a
political opinion.
Exactly. Well, curating a collection towards our own beliefs or agenda, and that's then public library is and should be dead.
Yeah, agreed.
How did we get on that?
Not sure, but it's a good point. Like it's. Oh, well, so if somebody wants a Bitcoin book in their library, call your local library.
Yeah, that's right.
And get it in because it will support the author because it will come in and you'll get it, to read. So one other question about Seyfriedin's book. We requested that originally, right?
Yes.
I don't know which one of us, but one of us.
And Jeff Booth.
And Jeff, yeah. Hi, Jeff. Love Jeff. So. He just maintains his composure so well.
Oh yeah, he's good. He is good.
And somebody else recently, I was just like, yeah, you maintain your composure way better than I ever could.
Oh, Sampo. I didn't sleep that night when we interviewed him last week.
Sampo, yeah. Just Leon. I can just got the picture of Leon because we didn't see him. We didn't see him on the screen. No, I wanted to know. So how long ago would that have been when we requested Bitcoin Standard for the library?
Oh shit! I could log in and tell you.
2 years. Would it be 2 years?
It'd be close to it. I mean, COVID's a whole blur. You forget what happened. Probably.
So
probably.
Have you, off the top of your head, have you any idea how many times it's been taken out?
24.
In 2 years, so one a month.
Yeah. Which is not.
And I had it for. What did I had it for? 2 weeks.
Probably
3 weeks.
Yeah, but that's not bad. Not bad.
That's so yeah.
It's funny that you asked me that question. Do you have any idea when I knew the exact number?
Because you've clearly looked. Because you're looking every time it goes back. That's really cool. And. Yeah, that's basically out all the time then.
Yeah, comes back.
Goes back out.
It's funny too.
Is there on it because you can have a wait list and you can join a wait list and all that stuff.
Totally. And when this
welcome to Library Pod.
Yeah, when this one came in, you basically comes in the return chute, you put it on a trolley to then be shelved. I put everything on the trolley and I grabbed that one and I put it out on display right at the front desk.
That's so good.
So it'll go out again.
Oh man, but you're not meant to have an opinion.
Exactly, but no, that's a great point. But I'm not taking anything away, or I'm not. You know what I mean?
You're putting on display.
I know.
I'm
skirting. Maybe I'm skirting the edge a little bit, but there was a gap there.
And it's a perfect size.
It's a beautiful
it's a great way.
book.
It's a hard copy.
And It's also topical. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, totally. I mean, it's a great book.
No, but that's a good
point.
point.
I read it too late. Because I don't mean to sound like an idiot here, but I read it too late because I read it after I learned most of what was in it in the hard way. I went try and find my own sources and stuff. But then for somebody who doesn't know and just wants to get a crack in, it's a good solid start. I haven't read the Fiat Standard. Get that for the library.
Is that out in Australia? I don't actually know. It's only just come out, hasn't it?
Well, people are saying they've read it. I haven't read it, so.
No.
Oh no, but there's
also can you tell me how is that different then? It's just talking about how shit Fiat is basically.
So I think what he's done is take the structure. Well, I know this is what he's done because I listened to him on a podcast. But he took the structure of the Bitcoin Standard and went, "I'm going to go look at the fiat system using the same structure as I've analyzed Bitcoin." And then I think what he said was, that it was very much not the same book, but a very similar book, just for the sort of different target.
Yeah.
But then once the editors get, I don't know how this process goes, but once the editors get involved, it changed a little bit, and you know, so it's a bit different now. But yeah. So what's the question? Is it out yet? I don't know, but I know for the people who take his course and stuff, they get early access to chapters and stuff. So maybe it's those people that are talking about it. But personally, I haven't read it yet.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna, I'm sure it's good, but I don't know. That's a
Yeah,
guess.
yeah. It's a very library centric episode.
Sorry, everybody wants to tune in and listen about the library, but that was good, right?
Hmm.
It's really interesting. It's really interesting. It's good that the position that they've taken. It's good that they've had a bit of balls to stand up. That's excellent to hear. So we've done Dick of the Day, Brian Armstrong, every day, forever. Hi, Brian. Bye, Brian. The tweet of the week. Yeah, you got anything else?
No, other than driving home. Sorry, I'm still on libraries, right?
You always just make it longer than it has to be.
Yes. Just driving home, how easy it is to walk into your public library. I know we don't have many listeners, but there is a public library in every fucking town.
We have a few listeners.
No, but just about every town
17 people
in the world. Yeah? So if every Bitcoiner walks into their local town, or town library, and requests one book or two books on Bitcoin, that's just there, and that it's accessible for someone who is just going to... And there are people that browse for books, right? So someone's going to come upon that and go, fucking Bitcoin, I've heard about that.
And now it's in the library, so I don't have to trust some wacky guy who's shouting, Frankie, whatever he's called, Frankie McDonald.
Yeah.
Shouting Bitcoin in a field. I love Frankie.
Yeah, I do like,
but most people are not ready to, just accept that Frankie's right.
Yes.
So, so if it's in a section in the library with 7 other Bitcoin books, people are like, oh, well, the library are saying that it's okay to read. So you are the sort of what would you say, like the
libraries are the source of truth generally,
because they don't,
because we don't censor. We
censor.
Provide access to everything. That's the idea with a public library. So we're a trusted institute.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. Go to your local library, ask for the Bitcoin Standard or something else, get it bought in, and then it's going to be in every public library in the world.
If you're really struggling for Bitcoin books, bitcoin-first.com/learn. We have a list of about 15 or 20 books in there. They're all great books, and there's probably a few that needed to be added. And if there's something missing, let me know, and I will have it added. If you have a book that you've written about Bitcoin, I'd love to read it, and I will get it added in there too. And then hopefully people go in there and add it in the local library.
Yes. I love how you say learn and earn.
Learn.
Hey guys.
I'm now making up myself.
Learn.
Hey guys, you just don't mock me. I hate that when I hear that. Then we gotta change
hey guys, thanks for listening. Was it?
I don't know.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. That's my Scottish accent. That's terrible. All right, let's go. Tweet of
the week.
Yeah.
Orthogonus at Orthogonus ORTHOGONUS. Everything that's happening is a distraction from inflation.
Yeah.
That's the tweets of the week that I'm noticing that the shorter the tweet,
yes,
the more it resonates. Like, you can have some great thought and try like a paragraph or a thread, but one tweet that's 10 words that tells the truth. That's the ones, isn't it?
Totally.
And anybody who has the skill to put a thought into as few words as possible, or even the pictures. That's why the memes are so effective, because they're like, you don't even have to read a word. You can just look at the picture and go, oh yeah. But
can I throw one in as well?
Ooh, those.
Can we have 2 tweets of the week?
And then we'll have a poll.
Yeah. All right. So this is one, and again, it's about inflation. It's hard to actually read this because it's more visual.
Very quickly, it's just like Canada, Ukraine, everything's happening in the States. Australian. COVID, everything is a distraction from inflation. That's what they're getting. Everything you see that's some big news story that's dropped today. Yeah, is a distraction from you getting poorer.
Exactly.
Anyway,
to that, this one is the same thing. So you've got inflation is ...
Who's the person?
Oh, sorry, Matt C, who is Mythcoons, MITHCOONS. Good on you. Inflation, yeah, it is. Inflation is, and then it's got a list of things that are crossed out because obviously they've gone through. Right. Inflation is not here, crossed out. Transitory, crossed out.
Yeah.
Supply chain, crossed out. Corporate greed, Elizabeth Warren, crossed out. Russia's fault. So it's now Russia's fault.
Yeah. And
That's a good one.
Yeah, it is a good one. But that we also have to recognise what Sampo said last week, in that he lives in Finland, a lot closer to the problem. There is a problem there. That's not to say we're not saying there isn't a problem.
We
Let's
don't
just
need to go there. But
no, I know, but it's also never let a good crisis go to waste or whatever.
Exactly.
That's what we're saying. So if you can deflate, like when the Queen dies, let's go royal again. We're gonna you imagine the news stories that are going to be
in your old office.
yeah. Wait, but when or something like when events like that happen, the amount of news that is buried on those days, because they'll never get to the front page.
Yeah.
People are like, oh great, let's get rid of everything today.
Yeah.
Like all the stupid things we've done, let's tell them now because nobody cares.
Yeah.
And it's not a conspiracy in that it's just people protecting themselves. That's what it is. Like it's not.
Yeah.
Like nobody tries to make something. Well, I don't necessarily believe people try and make something horrific happen in order that they can bury a news story. But when something horrific happens, because this is life, they use that to bury the news story.
Exactly.
That's why I believe.
Well, no, but that's why I think this tweet is on point. It's just like, all right, what's the next crisis or problem that we can
hide? Use
exactly.
inflation,
and it's now Russia.
Yeah, and yeah, great. So we'll double tweet of the week. We're not gonna have a fight over it. That's two good ones. Conspiracy. It's really easy to just somebody says something and you just scream, conspiracy theory. Like, do the work, argue the issue. Like, explain to the person why they're wrong with facts. Like, if you want to tell me I'm wrong about Bitcoin, knock yourself out. Knock yourself out. And I will listen to your argument, and I'll hopefully knock over every single one of them. But if I don't, all right, you got a point. But this just immediately going, conspiracy.
Yeah.
It's just weak. It's intellectually dishonest. It's intellectually, ignorant. It's just awful.
Yeah.
So you want to. Yeah. Not all conspiracy theories are correct, but some of them are. And just shouting conspiracy theory it's just such a weak argument. You want to argue the point.
It's probably the weakest argument, really, because there's nothing you can say to come back against it, really. Because it's like
I refuse to listen to
exactly,
a word you say
because you're wacko.
You're a wacko. Like there's rain falling out of the sky. Conspiracy. Well, it's literally wet on my hand. You know, like
the world is round. Conspiracy.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a weekending, isn't it? Yeah. Have a good week, guys.
So, yeah, that's my laugh. Oh God. How's that gonna end?
Hey guys, if you've made it this far, thanks so much for listening. The plan with the pod is to do sort of guests one week and myself and Brendo the other week, so hopefully that's working for you. If you don't like one of them, just listen to the one you do like. If you want a little bit more information from us, you can find it at bitcoin-first.com/learn.